Long live the king!
Though yet of Hamlet our dear brother's death the memory be green, and that it is us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe, with mirth and funeral, and with dirge and marriage in equal scale, weighing delight and dole taken to wife. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you?
Your leave and favour to return to France, my lord.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes. But now, Hamlet, for your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire. We beseech you to remain here in the cheer.
I pray thee, stay with us.
I shall, in all my best, obey you, madam. Oh, that this too sullied flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve into a new dew.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. As for Hamlet, perhaps he loves you now, but the virtue of his will you must fear. For his greatness weighed, his will is not his own.
I shall the effect of his good lesson keep, but, good my brother, do not show me the steep and the thorny way to heaven, whiles himself the primrose path of diligence treads and recks not his own reed.
I stay too long, but here comes my father.
The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail. There, my blessing with thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
What is't Ophelia he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
For Lord Hamlet believes so much in him that he is young. Do not believe his vows, for they are brokers. I would not have you slander any moment leisure as to give word or talk with the Lord Hamlet.
I shall obey, my lord.
Look, my lord, here it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us!
It beckons you to go away with it, as if it some impartment did desire you alone.
It will not speak. Then I will follow it.
Do not, my lord.
It waves me still. Go on, I will follow thee.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, if thou didst ever thy dear father love.
Oh, God!
Murder most foul, as in the best it is, but this most foul, strange and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, that I, with wings as swift as meditation.
Now, Hamlet, 'tis given out that, sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. But now, thou noble youth, the serpent that did thy father's life, now wears his crown.
My uncle?
Hey, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, won to his shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand of life, of crown, of queen at one dispatched. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. Against thy mother's aught, leave her to heaven. Now to my word, it is adieu. Adieu, remember me.
Something you have heard of Hamlet's transformation. What should it be, more than his father's death, that thus hath put him so much from the understanding of himself? I entreat you both, that being of so young days brought up with him, draw him on to pleasures, and to gather so much as from occasion, whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus, that open lies within our remedy.
We both obey, and give up ourselves in full bent to lay our service freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Heavens make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to him.
I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that. That do I long to hear.
I will be brief. Your noble son is mad, mad I call it, for divine true madness, what is but to be nothing else but mad. I have a daughter, who in her duty and obedience, Mark, have given me this. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase, a vile phrase, beautified is a vile phrase. But you shall hear, thus, in her excellent white bosom, these, etc.
Came this from Hamlet to her?
But how hath she received his love?
Our prescripts gave her, that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens, which done she took the truths of my advice, and he repelled, a short tale to make, fell into a sadness, then into a fast, thence to a watch, thence into a weakness, thence to a lightness, and by this decision into the madness wherein now he rag, and all we mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be very like.
How may we try it further?
You know sometimes he walks for hours together here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time I'll loose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind your Ross, then mark the counter. If he love her not, and be not from this reason fallen thereon.
But look where sadly the poor wretch comes.
Away, I do beseech you both, away.
How does my good Lord Hamlet? Do you know me?
Excellent. Well, you are a fishmonger?
Not I, my lord.
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord. I will leave him suddenly and contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My lord, I will take my leave of you.
My excellent good friends, how dost thou, Guildenstern? Ah, Rosencrantz, good lads, there is a kind of confession in your looks. I know the king and queen have sent you.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. The king and queen moult no feather. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercise. Man delight's not for me, nor woman, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there is no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did ye laugh then?
To think, my lord, if you delighted not in man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you.
What players are they?
The tragedians of the city. There are the players. The best actors in the world, either for tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral comical, tragical comical, tragical comical, historical pastoral, scene individual, or poem unlimited. For the law of written liberty, these are only the men.
You are welcome, masters. Welcome all. I am glad to see the well. Welcome, good friends.
Come, sirs.
Follow him, friends. We'll hear a play tomorrow. Dost thou hear me? Old friend, can you play the murder of Gonzago?
Ay, my lord.
We'll have tomorrow night. You could, for a need, study a speech of some dozen or 16 lines, which I would set down and insert into it, could you not?
Ay, my lord.
Very well. Follow that lord. And you look, mock him not. My friends, good friends, I'll leave you till night. Now I am alone. What a rogue and peasant slave am I. Why, what am I? I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have by the very cunning of the scene been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before my uncle. I'll observe his looks, I'll tent him to the quick. I'll have grounds, more relative than this,
The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.